I posted my first YouTube video in 2022, and ever since then, it's been a gradual and steady growth from 0 subscribers to over 500 subscribers. And in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 life hacks that being a new YouTuber has embedded in me so far, ranging from skill acquisitions to mindset adjustments. But before we get into the video, hi bandmates, and to my new viewers, hi guys, I'm Abby, a new YouTuber and student doctor based in Nigeria, currently in her 5th year of studies. And now that we're done with the formalities, let's jump straight into the video. The first life hack that being a new YouTuber has embedded in me so far is resilience. I want you to know that resilience is only feasible if you want something bad enough. Being a new YouTuber is not something that is easy at all. You come into a system that has been in existence for over so many years, and once you become a new YouTuber, you are not competing with just small YouTubers like you are, but you're competing with creators who has been in this game for over years. And I want you to understand resilience is something that every YouTuber, especially new YouTubers, should have in this particular space, because YouTube is not just any space that you can come and go viral in 2 3 days. It's a gradual process. So coming into YouTube, I already am a person that have resilience, but coming into YouTube, it's brought out another part of me that I never really knew could be patient and resilient, because you can post your first 1 to 100 videos and you won't get any traction. But one thing I know that YouTube has taught me so far is being patient and resilient in order for me to see the results. Coming into this particular space, I didn't come in to go viral all of a sudden. I gave myself realistic goals, realistic timelines, and I made sure that when I achieve these goals that are set for myself, I give myself a treat. Maybe I give myself 1 or 2 breaks in between posting of videos to celebrate being consistent for maybe 3 weeks straight. It's not an easy task being a YouTuber and a medical student at the same time, but YouTube has actually taught me patience to keep going even when things does not seem like it's working. And I, for one, I know that I've been quite inconsistent here and there, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop. Just because I didn't post for the past 4 months does not mean that when I am now less busy, or maybe I'm now in a better headspace, that I wouldn't continue posting. That is the life hack that YouTube will teach you. It will teach you that despite ups and downs, you just have to find a way to just keep pushing yourself to keep posting. Because this platform, you never know what will pick up. You just have to keep posting and make sure that every single video you post, that the next one is better than the one you had before. And that is the goal that I've given myself. I am not looking at numbers. Of course, numbers are very encouraging, but I'm looking at the performance. Number is one of the characteristics of the performance I'm looking at, but that doesn't mean that it's the top priority. I'm not looking at, oh, my video got 200 views today. Tomorrow it should get 1,000 views. I'm just looking at the improvements, the reactions I get on each video, and then going into my analytics to look at the appropriate things, looking at the places that I can tweak for my next video. So it's like once I post this video, it's onto the next. I am not always going to just be fixated on one video and let that diminish the morale I need to post the next video. So being a new YouTuber in this space has taught me resilience to just keep posting, just keep doing better, and not just looking at the numbers. But one thing with YouTube is I came into this space with a mindset that it's a marathon and not a race. So being a YouTuber and posting consistent, even when I didn't see the traction, even when I wasn't seeing the views. I mean, there was a time when to get 50 views on my video, it will take almost 2 3 weeks for me to have 50 views, but now my videos get 100 views in under 24 hours. To me, that is the improvement I'm looking at. I'm not looking at other creators and being like, oh, this creator posted and he already had 1,000 and these views under how many minutes. I am not comparing myself to that. The only comparison I have on this platform is with myself. I look at my videos and I say, yesterday it got this amount of traction in 24 hours, and today it's getting this amount of traction in 24 hours. To me, that is the improvement I'm looking at. Being a new YouTuber has definitely taught me resilience so far. The next life hack that being a new YouTuber has taught me is open mindedness. Coming into this platform, you're bombarded with information, a lot of information from YouTube gurus that have been in this game for so long, and most of the topic always revolve around you have to niche down. And don't get me wrong, it's a good way to deal with things. But one thing about me is that I came into this platform with an open mind. And I'm like, you know what will happen is I want my channel to revolve around me. Everything I'm going to be talking about, everything I'm going to be displaying, everything I'm going to be teaching is all going to be centered around me. But one thing I did was I had a particular audience in mind. I have a particular age range in mind, but that is not going to limit me to be talking about one thing. That is not going to limit me from experimenting. And in my experimental phase, I tried different forms of videos. I did reaction videos, I did story times, and I also did self development and all of that. And with this experimental phase, being open minded to try different crafts, it helped me to realize what can I do. What are the editing styles that I find easy for me? I found out that reaction videos takes a chunk of my time to edit, and I do not have a lot of liberal time to spend on just YouTube, seeing that I'm also a medical student. So I decided that being a reaction channel is not going to be feasible for me and my lifestyle. And I just didn't enjoy the editing process. So I had to script that. And also going into the story times, I was like, I don't have the time to be sharing just stories. I like to share stories alongside with my stories. I like to teach lessons. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to incorporate some of my stories into my life lessons and incorporate it into my self-development content. And I also like lifestyle content as well. I saw that it was going to be easy for me to edit. Once I started incorporating that, I saw that okay, at first I was so scared to vlog, I was so scared to get into the lifestyle niche as well. But once I got into it, I let myself experiment. I was open to it. I was not closed off just because I was too scared of how my vlog and how my editing will be. I let myself experiment. I gave myself the grace to test the waters, to see what I enjoy and to also see what works for me on this channel. So with this experimental phase, I am still in my experimental phase, but with this experiment phase that I've had past couple of years of posting, I've been able to detect few things here and there that works for my channel and that also works for me and my lifestyle. So if you're a new YouTuber, I will advise you that you should let yourself be open. I'm not saying that you should jump on every single trend you see, but when you're coming into this platform, you should have an idea of the target audience you're going for or the group of people you're targeting. Because if you're targeting everyone, you're not going to get everybody. That is the truth. So if you have a target audience in mind, and then you see some of the trends that are going on within this target audience that you're looking at, then you should go ahead and jump onto it, but curate it to suit you and your channel as an individual. You're just going to wake up and then you see that this thing is trending and you take everything verbatim and you bring it to your channel. That doesn't show creativity. You're not a creative. On this platform, it's called YouTube. It's about you. If you see something that is trending, tweak it to suit you and the audience that you're targeting, and go ahead and create that content. Be open to new ideas, be open to trying out new things. Now that you're still in the growing phase, you have a lot of grace on this platform to check here and there until you find what suits you. So being a new YouTuber has taught me to be open to new ideas, to experiment, to take risks, because I'm this kind of person that like to be in my safe zone. But being a new YouTuber has taught me to leave my comfort zone a little bit and experiment. I might not know what is waiting for me just because I'm trying to be safe. So that is another life hack that being a new YouTuber has taught me so far. Best life hack that being a new YouTuber has taught me so far is learning to steal like an artist. It's similar to the open-mindedness that I just spoke about. You're not technically stealing, but that is how I put it. You're stealing like an artist. Coming onto this platform, you do not have to do everything from the scratch. You do not have to generate your ideas, your title, your thumbnail, everything from the scratch. Of course, you can stay in the shower and you get an idea here and there, but trust me, that idea that popped into your head, there's a 95% chance that you go on YouTube and you type that particular idea and you see that a creator might have created one or two things that are similar to that particular idea. So when you have an idea that pops into your mind, you go ahead and do your research, and then you see what other people that have created this particular topic or this particular idea you just got, if it has been created on the platform, go ahead and check out their videos and see how they did it and see what's working and what's not working. I'm not saying you should go and check the video that is 10 years ago. You're going to be checking the videos that are recently uploaded on this platform, and you look at it from the eyes of a viewer and see what you see was working for this particular person, and what other new ideas do you feel like this person did not speak about that you can speak about. And then for the title as well, you must not copy verbatim, but you look at the keywords that gravitated towards you as a viewer, that you saw that this person incorporated into their titles, and look for a way that you can tweak it and incorporate it into your own title, inclusively your thumbnail. You should look at other people's thumbnail, the creative thumbnail that are working, and also the thumbnail that is working for you, because you on YouTube, you're a brand, you should have your own branded thumbnail. So you look at other creators' thumbnail and look for a way that you can get a few ideas from these creators and then incorporate your own branding into your thumbnail, so that you post what you know that there is a high chance that people are going to click and people are going to watch. So it has taught me to get ideas but to tweak it to my own particular way to suit me and my branding as a creator on YouTube. So being a YouTuber has led me to learn to steal like an artist, even in real life. When I see things, maybe I'm watching a movie or I'm listening to a particular podcast and I hear them say something and I see a particular way they edited the movie or the video, I'll look for a way to take that idea from what I just watched, what I just listened to, and incorporate it into the next video that I'm planning to film or to edit. So that is how being a new YouTuber has helped me get ideas, but in a creative manner and not just looking like someone that is taking every single thing that I'm seeing from my favorite creator, word for word, exact edit for edit, and just post it. It has helped me to see something that I like and pick one or two things here and there while still making it my own. The power of observation. When it comes to being a YouTuber, I always advise people that if you're going to be a YouTuber, you should also be someone who enjoys watching YouTube as well. Because YouTube is completely different from other platforms, because other platforms are majorly for short form content creators. So YouTube is long form content, and the method, the pattern in which this particular app works is completely different from the other apps. So you should be willing to be an avid watcher of YouTube. I'm not saying that you must be watching it all the time, but you should be a fan of this app if you're going to be a creator on this app. And you should also be willing to observe how are people doing things now, so that you can look for a way to incorporate what is working now. You cannot bring what is working from the past 10 years and coming to YouTube and you expect it to work when there are pool of creators that are already existing and pool of creators that are also coming into this platform every single day. So you should be willing to be observant on this platform and look for what is working, and also be observant of your environment, because sometimes you say you have creative block, but you have a lot of creative ideas that are around you. You can just observe and see what people are doing, see what is trending, see what people are talking about, the people around you, see what people discuss often, and see if you can get ideas from the things that are happening around you. So being a new YouTuber has taught me to be more observant than I already am. I am already a naturally observant person, but ever since I got on YouTube, my observation skills have been heightened, because I from every single thing I'm doing, I can get a particular creative idea from what I'm doing, what is happening around me. Then I'm always alert to see whether there's something that can spark that creative side of me. And so, as a YouTuber, it has helped me to develop my observation skills, to not just watch people, but to actually observe them and see whether there's something that I can gain from the observation I just made from an individual, from a situation that could spark up a creative idea in me for my next video or my next content. So that is another thing that being a new YouTuber has taught me so far, is the power of observation. You can gain a lot by just sitting and watching and observing. A lot of ideas can come to you in that space of 2, 3, 4 minutes of just looking around and observing what is happening around you. The next one is patience. Giving up is not an option on this platform. If you're someone that easily gives up, trust me, being a YouTuber is going to teach you patience, because you have to be very, very patient, especially when you are starting from scratch like I am. You don't have any other following from other platforms. You're relying solely on what you're putting out here and what is working here. So you have to be extremely patient, except you're like the 5% that just post a video and it blows up. But for majority of the creators, that is not their story. So being a YouTuber here has taught me patience, because if you give up, maybe the next video you're giving up now, the next video you would have posted would have been the one to skyrocket your channel. So being patient enough to understand that this is not a race, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And once you have your mind settled in on this particular condition, knowing that it's going to take you a while to understand and for this platform to understand the reason and the target audience that you are looking to attract, it will give you the ability to be patient enough to give yourself the grace even when you're making mistakes, so that you won't just give up easily when your success is already right in front of you. Give myself the grace to make mistakes and to recover from my mistakes, because giving up now is not an option. Okay, if you're a new YouTuber like me, or you're a medical student like me, and you are obsessed with productivity videos like I am, you might have noticed that most of the productivity gurus on this platform, most especially, are people who have studied medicine. And I am also studying medicine, and I've done a few research to detect a few things that I feel like are the reasons why most of our favorite productivity gurus are people who studied medicine. And in my next video, I'll be giving you what I've observed and the things I think are the reasons why most productivity gurus are people who studied medicine. And maybe you can incorporate one or two things that I feel like are the skills that they've acquired that you can incorporate in your life as well, to help boost your productivity level as a medical student, as a new creator, or as an individual in general. And don't forget to give this video a like, because it helps out with my video being pushed out to more like-minded new creators and students and people like you to see. And also turn on your post notification bell so that you'll be notified once my new video drops. And I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Until then, stay happy and stay blessed. Or if you're in the medical field, you're giving different signs, different clinical symptoms, and it is required of you to analyze these symptoms and try to come up with a particular diagnosis that is concurrent with the symptoms they've just given you. They are not giving you any other thing, or they'll just give you signs and symptoms, and then it's left for you to use these signs and symptoms. Your mind has been conditioned to look to solve tasking problems. So when it comes to YouTube, your mind will be conditioned to analyze your content with your analytical mind.